Hi, this video is being sponsored by S&K Drywall Services and Flooring. If you need any kind of work in your home, if your home is looking a little bit like not up to par, S&K Drywall Services will do flooring, they do framing, acoustic ceilings. I mean, they pretty much do it all. You can also call them at 757-324-6318 and you can get a free estimate. Now, it does matter what radius you are, like how far you are out, but I think it's like 50 miles, but it's a great company. It's veteran owned, very professional. They always show up on time. If anything goes wrong where, because every job ain't, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes stuff happens. But if it does, they will always come back and fix it. And it's just a great business. They're the best in Hampton Roads area. So, give them a call, get a free estimate. I know I done seen some houses need some work on it. So this is an excellent company, S&K Drywall Services and Floor. They've been in business for 20 years. They're LLC. They're the best. So I went through them. My sister went through them. I got friends that went through them. So hit them up, guys, and get your home done today. Get it looking perfecto. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is part one. I got another shower to show you. Hey, this is another shower we got done here. Same house out in Windsor. Another quality job done. All this flooring. I got to put my acid on it and clean it all up. A little dark in here. But besides that, it was beautiful. Like I said, a little bench right there for the homeowners to sit on, put their feet on, shave, whatever the ladies got to do. Toilet. Got a sink right there going in. Like I said, I got my gas on the floor, nice and insured. 757-324-6318. 757-324-6318.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Chrissy Dreams, aka Alleged TV. Well, I changed my name because most of everything that I say on this channel is alleged until we get down to the bottom of the story. So the reason why I wanted to do this story is because I used to be a housekeeper. And I know the downsides of being a housekeeper. I know that a lot of people really don't care about housekeeper safety. If they did, they would have more security. I'm just taking this, I'm going to be doing makeup too, but I just love to use the wipes. Even though I wash my face, I love to use the wipes so I make sure that my face is completely clean. Because you won't work on a clean surface. So yeah, I used to work as a housekeeper, so I know the downsides of working as a housekeeper, and that's one reason why I left my job as a housekeeper, because there's just no security and don't nobody really care. But I'm going to share the story of Tina Strader, and I'm going to show y'all what happened to her and tell y'all the story of what happened to her. So Tina Strader, she was a housekeeping supervisor. She was like a manager. Like, basically what a housekeeping manager does is they order all the supplies that you need. They make sure that all the laundry is up to par. They just make sure that the guest has a wonderful and amazing experience at the hotel. That means if the guest called down for towels or something, she gotta make sure that there's somebody to run up there and get it. So that was her primary job. She was not a housekeeper. So if you read up on this story and you're reading it, you'll see that A lot of people say that she was a housekeeper. No, she was not a housekeeper. She was a house manager. Now, the day that Tina came to work, she was not even supposed to be working that day. She wasn't even supposed to be there. She had came in because two employees had called out. She came in to help out that day. So what happens is she starts her shift, which is around 8:49 a.m. in the morning. That's when she starts her shift. Now, her and her husband, they had a nice little safety routine that he would do with her, because he wanted to make sure that his wife was safe at the work, because nobody else was really giving a care about it. So he wanted to make sure that he knew where she was at all times. So basically, what she would do is, when she, and me and my husband used to do it too, but I wouldn't do it like them, because when she got in the room, she would be like, "Look, honey," her husband's name was Gerald. She was like, "Look, honey, I'm in this room. I'm about to clean this room." And then after she was finished cleaning the room, she would text him like, "Look, I'm going to the next room." Now, they was like, if the room was too dirty, because sometimes you have rooms that are like, you're not going to be able to get out of there. Sometimes it takes an hour to clean the room. That's how messy some of the rooms are. But she would tell him, "Look, it's going to take me a little bit long in this room. Can you go to the store and get me this? I need this," or something like that. But that's how her morning would start off. So when she started in her room, I think she was in room 205. And she texted her husband. She was like, "Honey, I'm in the room." And he was like, "Okay." Um, so after that, at 8:49 a.m. she was in a room. At 8:50 a.m. she was attacked by a guest who was staying there for 6 days. His name was Steven. He had a crazy name. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I tried to pronounce it, but I just can't pronounce his name. I tried all night to pronounce it. I knew I was gonna forget it, but like I tell y'all before, you stay away from them people that got crazy names. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10 they identify with crazy, and that's exactly what this man was. He was crazy. He attacked her in the room. So her husband had texted her back at around, I think he texted her back around 9:44, and he didn't get no response. So he's like, red flags start going up. He like, "No, this ain't like her." So he texted her again. She still don't respond. So he like around, he goes up there, and like around 10:07 he gets to the room, and he finds his wife, in the room. She was beaten up bad. Her mouth was gagged. She just looked. They said she looked bad. Like he really beat her up bad. And so what, her husband called 911, and he started to do CPR until the paramedics got there, but she never regained consciousness, and she passed away. So when they started doing a little bit more research on this dude, and they had found out that they were very familiar with this guy. Like, they were really familiar with him. Um, he had been in trouble before. He was a convicted felon. He had 19 felonies. He had 16 misdemeanors charges, and he also had 10 misdemeanor convictions. So he was a bad guy, and he like, some of the reporters were like, why was he out? Like, why was he able to get out? The cop, because they did a conference, a news conference about what happened, and he was like that he had did his time. He had did all his time, and he had got out, but they said that he had charges like battery of a person over 65, And that person was actually a family member, and they said a lot of those cases are hard to prosecute because a lot of people won't step up. A lot of people don't want to tell on their family. I mean, you got some people that tell on their family, but a lot of people ain't with telling on their family and stuff like that. So he said that's why it's like really hard to prosecute those kind of cases. But he had a extensive background. And they said he even had neo-Nazi tattoos all over his body. And like I said before, those neo-Nazis and stuff like that, they don't even like their own people. Like, they don't even like their own people. That's what's crazy about all that white supremacy and stuff like that. Half of them don't even like their own people. They'll hurt their own people. They don't care. So they said what basically had happened was Steven was watching Tina. Okay, he was watching her routines and everything. He was staying at the hotel, and if I'm not mistaken, he was staying in room 209. And he was just watching her. That's what they do. They watch you to see your routine. That's why I told a lot of people you gotta watch your surroundings. And I see women every day not watching their surroundings, just thinking that everything's cool and fine. No, you gotta like always watch your surroundings. And another thing with this case is that I found out that after he had beat Tina up and he had killed her and stuff like that, he stayed in the. Now he attacked her at 8:50 a.m. in the morning. He stayed in that room until 9:05, y'all. He didn't actually leave out of the motel until around 9:12 a.m. So what is that telling you? He ain't leave out that room until 9:05 a.m. At 9:12 a.m. he left completely out the hotel. Now the camera surveillance got all of this, but the thing is to me is that could have been a more dangerous situation than it was. He had killed her. He was still in the room at 9:05. What if another employee had went up in there and tried to find her, went up see if she needed help, went in the room, and then he attacked her and killed her? That would have been two employees dead on the watch. That's why I'm telling y'all, there needs to, why isn't there security for housekeepers in the morning? What, you think people don't do stuff in the morning? Why is there only security, you know, around in the lobby, like the lobby part? That's the only thing that happens is in the lobby. No, they need security to be going up on all these floors in the morning time to check on the girls to make sure they're okay. Because a lot of times I was on the floor by myself. There was nobody else up there but me on the floor cleaning a room. Anything could have happened to me. Anybody could have walked in there and tried to do something to me, and the boss was like, "Well, just keep the door open." That don't mean anything. Anybody can kick the thing out and come and attack you. Some people attack you with the door open. Some people don't care. But her husband knew that something was up because when he came there, the door was closed, and he was thinking like, she don't never close the door. I always told her to make sure that the door is open. She don't never close the door. So he was thinking that maybe she had went to another floor, or maybe she had to help out somewhere else. He wasn't really bothered by that, but when he went inside the room, he seen what it was, and he was totally devastated, y'all. Like, her husband, he's in a wheelchair, so a lot of the assistance that he probably got assistance from his wife, and it's really sad. I think that GoFundMe is still up, and I'm gonna put that in the link down below if you want to donate, because he was on, he was on disability, and we all know how those disability checks can be. Sometimes they don't come in time, but he could use some help, now that she's gone and he don't have nobody to really care for him or look after him. It's really, the whole thing is so sad. When I heard about this whole situation, I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe this that they had let him out. Like, I understand. They say he was registered to. Like, I understand, but some people just don't need to get out. Like, this guy had 19 felonies. 19 felonies. Like, come on, he should not even be out. They should have threw the hat at him, and he was able to get out and kill somebody. And I bet you now they'll give him life. It's always after you die. Then they were like, oh, okay, I think he can't be helped. Like, it is so sickening, y'all. So sickening. And it's crazy because she wasn't even supposed to be there. But her husband was like, that's what kind of person she was. She was a helpful person. You know, all the customers and all the guests loved her there. They would even come back to the hotel just to speak with her. They would be return visitors because they loved his wife so much. I mean, she was just a loving and helpful person. And that's a tragedy for that to have happened to her. And also, she was also living at the hotel. So yeah, there's a lot of people that live at the hotels. You know, I don't know what their circumstance was. A lot of people live at hotels for security, but as you see here now, you can't even do that. Now, she was working at a motel. Now, the difference between a motel and a hotel is that a motel is a little, um, it's a downer, and a hotel is an upper. It's like a drug. But, yeah, a motel isn't really ritzy and stuff like that. It's just, and I've been at Roadway. She worked at the Roadway Inn motel in Venice, Florida. So I've been to a lot of all the Roadway Inns that I've been to. There wasn't no freaking security. It was just a motel that was there. So it's not high end. Hotels are more high end. Hotels got security, like at the casinos and stuff. You can't walk in no casino. You can't be walking down the halls and stuff and banging on doors and stuff like that. The hotel is looking at you all the time. And this guy was just waiting for a chance to pounce on her. And there's a lot of people that stay at the hotels too. A lot of people stay at the hotel because of the pandemic. Before the pandemic, a lot of people lose their houses. You know, they can't pay their mortgage, so they get put in a hotel. You know, there is all sorts of reasons on why people stay at hotels. But this guy, he was just waiting for a chance to do this to this lady. And for what? Like, what did you get out of it, dude? For what? Because you wanted to go back to jail where you absolutely belong. Because they said that they got a call. The cop said they got a call like 5 minutes after that of a white male acting erratically, acting all crazy and stuff. What he had on jeans and with no shirt on. Because when he left out of the room, he had a white towel and he had his shoes when he left out of the room. But that situation right there, that could have been way worse. Because let's say, for instance, he was waiting for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? He could have been waiting for somebody else up in there, and then somebody else get hurt. But this is the reason why they definitely need more security for the housekeepers. If you should at least have 2 housekeepers on the floor. You should not have 1 housekeeper on the floor by herself. That's a no-no. because I'm sure that she was on the floor by herself. And her husband, when he had got there, another employee had helped get her out the closet so that he could do CPR. They said that she had all kinds of um, bruising on her head. They said it was a real bloody scene. And then he gonna go run out down the street acting all crazy on the corner. And that's how they caught him. But yeah, they definitely, because if I had my own like, I'm telling you, if I had my own hotel, my hotel would be the bomb. It would be way different than what's going on in these hotels here today. Because first of all, no housekeeper would be working on the floor by herself. That's for one thing. It would be two people on the floor at all times. And I would also hire some security. I would hire 2 securities for the morning time. And let them know, like, look, I need y'all to be going to these floors every hour. I need y'all to be on the floors and watching to make sure that my housekeepers are safe. But like a lot of these hotels, they don't care about the housekeepers. All they care is about the customers. But you should care about the housekeeper. I mean, you should care about the housekeepers too. Because if the housekeepers are not safe, how do you think your guests are gonna be safe if the housekeeper ain't even safe? I mean, he could have did this to uh um he could have did this to another guy. But I guess he just seen her as an easier target because she was 47 or 46, around that age range. I mean, I know y'all like that's still young, but yeah, it's still older though. I mean, this guy was 30, so I just don't understand how you can do that to somebody. I don't get it at all. So now he has to pick up the pieces and go on without his wife. He took his wife away from him. You are an evil person, Steve. You should have never been let out. I don't care if he did his time. You should have never been let out, buddy. Never. That was a mistake. 19 convictions, like, come on. And that looks bad on the law enforcement too, and the judge and the system over there. That look bad on you guys. That you would let somebody out that had that many convictions, and you actually think that they're gonna be rehabilitated. I don't think so. But I don't get it. That's the whole thing that shocked me about this whole story, y'all. is that I just don't understand how they let him out. I don't even understand how he got let out. That should have been a life sentence. But I was talking to somebody and they was telling me it's crazy, but it seems like the more times you get in trouble, the more better it is for you. I was like, that's crazy. You would think that the more times you get in trouble, it will be worse, but it's not. Yo, I know my eyebrows are kind of thick, but I'm going to thin them out. This is how I like to do it. This is my little technique for doing eyebrows. I make them real thick, and then I thin them out with concealer. I know they look a little crazy right now, but believe me, I know what I'm doing. I gotta get a concealer. So, yeah, that's basically what happened with that whole, I gotta get my concealer brush on. That's what happened with that whole situation. And, you know, I definitely want to send my condolences out to her husband because I know he is just right now, he is like really devastated. I understand that he, you know, he liked the hotel, so I'm not really going down the hotel, you know, on this right now anymore. I'm not going to do that, but I just believe that the hotels need to get it together when it comes to safety procedures for housekeepers, because I mean you have it for everybody else. Why aren't the housekeepers getting the same treatment you got for everybody else? Everybody else is getting, you make sure that your customers are safe. Why wouldn't you want your staff that works for you be safe? I don't get it. But hopefully in due time, hopefully they just have something where, you know what I'm saying, they can, housekeepers can be more safe. Because a lot of them don't feel safe. And I know this for a fact. And a lot of times when people leave housekeeping, they think that they leave housekeeping because they don't want to do the work or they don't want to do the room. No, it's not that we don't want to do the room. It's because we don't feel safe. Y'all put us on these floors by ourselves. This is how I do my eyebrows. Yeah, y'all put us on the floor by herself. And half the time nobody comes check on you because like the what you call the people that come and check the room? Oh my god, I forgot what we call them. I forgot what we call them, but they come up and check the rooms to make sure the rooms is clean and that make sure nothing's under the bed and stuff like that. Oh, room inspector, room inspector. Yeah, sometimes the room inspector, they got a lot of rooms they gotta check. So room inspector, they can say, oh, well, we have room inspectors that be on the floors. Yeah, but they can't be, a room inspector is only one person. They can't be on the floor looking and being y'all security. They aren't security. They check rooms. They can't be on every floor making sure that every girl is safe. They can't do that. That's just ridiculous. You guys need to come out of your pocket. Um stop being cheap. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to pay. Stop being cheap. Because half of y'all know y'all don't want to pay it. Just stop being cheap and do the right thing. Because, honey, let me tell you something. The hotel that I used to work at that I left, I didn't leave there because I didn't want to do that room. Because there was a room that I had a problem doing, but that's not why I left. I left because I ain't like how they would put me on the floor by myself. I didn't like that because I didn't feel safe. And then when I brought it to their attention, they ain't do shit because basically they don't give a shit. They don't care. All they care about is getting that money from the customers. And I'm not going for that. If you don't care about my well-being, I don't care about your stupid job. And that's just how it's gonna be. I'm not kissing nobody's behind, yo. Like my life is precious too. And if you don't care about my life, then you know what I'm saying? I can't care about your establishment and your coins. I can't help you get coins. So that's why I had to get up out of there. And plus, it was too many brown nosers there. They had like hella brown nosers. I can't stand working with them, yo. They are complete idiots. I wasn't gonna be there that long anyway, cause I got goals. I got goals. I got goals. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why I left. Cause I'm about to graduate with this bachelor's degree and then get my master's, but that job just be trying to take the. Anytime you go to a job, if you in school or something, and you got a job that they not trying to work around your schedule of your job and stuff, and they always have a problem, just leave. because you don't need that. Your career is more important than that. Your career path is more important than that. Because a lot of these jobs, they will try to put you in an employee mindset and have you working at their establishment forever, knowing that you ain't going up. You're not going to walk up the ladder nowhere. They'll try their best to give all kinds of excuses on why they can't do it. That's what they did to that one girl. Because I was asking the one girl, I was like, well, why don't you do this? And she said, oh, they were saying this and they were saying that. And she didn't really want to talk about it, so I ain't pushed the issue. But I know what it was. They just didn't want they don't want certain people of color to get ahead. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to expose them as soon as I can. I will. As soon as I think it's the right time. When I done succeeded all in life and got all my coins to where I don't have to work no more, then I'll expose them. Because sometimes if you expose people too early, they try see if they could do bad stuff to you and stuff. Or try to mess up your coins. Try to mess up the coins you're getting. Be like, no, no, no. No, you didn't do it, girl. But yeah, that whole situation, and you know what? That whole situation that I had, that whole situation probably would still happen. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a convicted felon. But you know what I'm saying? If there was security, he wouldn't even have tried to do anything. If there was security up there, he would. I mean, he could have still tried something, but he wouldn't got it all. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have got it all, is what I'm saying. You know, they should have some security up there. Especially, they have a lot of, because people would tell me about a lot of stories. This one girl told me about a story, because, we have a lot of Spanish women that work in them rooms, too. And, a lot of them, they can't, well, some of them can speak English, but a lot of them can't really speak, they can speak English, but they can't speak it fluently. And sometimes they don't have, where if something happened to them, they can actually describe the person in detail. Like, a lot of them don't have that ability, especially when you've been traumatized by something like that. But this one girl was telling me about this story about this housekeeper, and she was on this floor, and nobody had heard from her, but they seen her cart. They seen her cart and stuff, so they were like, "What's going on? Like, where is she at?" Honey, they found out the person had took her to another room, raped her, and killed her in the room. They found her. They found her in a whole number. She wasn't even in the room that she was cleaning. He took her to. He must have forced her to go to another room, and he raped her in there, and he killed her. Cause they didn't know where. That's why most of the time Well, most people don't do it though, but most of the time, if you do quit, at least let them know. Like when I quit the job that I quit, I took my work shirt down there, and I took my key card that had the name on it that I was using, so she would know. Oh, this is Christina's stuff. She must have left. She must have quit, but or leave them a note or something. Even if you mad at the person or whatever, leave a note, because a lot of these people, I don't really think they give a shit. But a lot of these people don't know. They probably thought that homegirl had left. That's what they did. They thought the lady was like, yeah. They said we thought that she left or that she quit that day. And they was like they was going through all her rooms. They said it took a minute for them to find out what room she was in. I was like, I said, that's terrible. That is terrible. To find somebody in that condition. It's crazy. I mean, all my times at work at housekeeping, I never had a problem. But people wasn't as crazy as they are today in my era. People wasn't doing this type of stuff in my day. I mean, we had more people in car accidents than people actually killing people like they are today. Like right now today, it's off the chain. It is off the chain. So if you are gonna get a housekeeping, all I can tell you is to go to a hotel that is more prestige. Plus, you'll make more money. But don't go to them slummy motels, cause they don't never have no hotel security. I hate staying at them for real. But sometimes I understand when you're on a budget. Sometimes you gotta do that. But if you don't have to do it, go stay at a 5-star hotel. And sometimes but it's different, because sometimes even with the 5-star hotels, you might not see housekeeping, but people is going in and out, in and out. Ain't nobody gonna touch no housekeeper up in there. It's too many people. Ain't nobody gonna try to do nothing to you. It's too many people on the floor. And most of the time, most of them people, like, they regular customers over there. If they been going there for a long time, if somebody do try to do something, they'll say something. They come out there and be like, what are you doing? Leave her alone. Especially if you get to know certain regular customers. You don't have to worry about nobody messing with you. Now, this is all this I'm using right now is Maybelline now. And this is Maybelline, the setting spray. And this is the Maybelline Primer. I usually don't use, I, I don't use Maybelline makeup. I don't know. I just don't like it. So I don't use it. But I usually use, L'Oreal True Match. But this one is good too. This is LA Pro Setting. And it just like that. They say spread far away, but sometimes you gotta spray it close up so it can get on all the makeup and let the makeup set. Just like that. Just like that. But I'm telling you, that story, I mean, I just feel so bad for her husband. Like, he did not have to do that. And you stayed there for 6 days. Like, come on. It probably was his last day. Because she had been working there since December of 2019. She had been working there since then. They really don't know how long she been working there. But, dude, you been... And I'm sure he stayed there before. And, like, come on. Like, nobody does... Y'all do background checks on anybody else, but y'all don't want to do background checks on convicted felons or murderers. Like, come on. That's crazy. Like, y'all... It seems like to me, y'all feel more comfortable around murderers. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. All in all, if I had a choice to live by a pedophile or a murderer, I would rather live by a murderer. For real. Now, they both bad. But if they told me, look, you gotta choose who you live by. Now, this is a man, he's a pedophile. And this man over there, he's a murderer. But you gotta choose one. I would choose to live by the pedophile. You know what I'm saying? If I had to make a choice. If I really had the choice to make a choice, I wouldn't want to live by neither one. But if I had to make a choice, it would not be to live by no freaking murderer. No. Forget that. So this is my natural look. I'm about to go put on my hoop earrings. I'm about to go sit down, recite some of my lines because y'all know. Oh, if y'all don't know, I will be performing in a play called Different Shades of Lipstick. I'm the lead. This is my first lead role, principal role. I'm gonna be playing Brenda. So I'm gonna leave the link on the bottom of this video, guys. Or no, I won't leave the link on this video. Just go to my Facebook, Christina Almonds. I'll leave my Facebook link on the bottom, and you can go in there and purchase tickets, or I could just put the ticket link in the description below. I'll figure it out. I don't know. But guys, if you like these story that I told you want to hear more, let me know. Hit me up in my email. Hit me on my inbox, and let me know which story you would like to hear. I still gotta do a little research. I'm still gonna do the one on the little girl Sophie, but I gotta do my research because the story is like here 1 minute and then there 1 minute. I'm like, what is going on? I just gotta take some time to sit down to figure out what actually happened, and I will definitely bring that story because a subscriber of mine asked for me to do that, so I'm gonna do that since you guys have been supporting me like that. But y'all, look at these pearls. These are the silver pearls. They're so beautiful. I got them on Belk, Belk. It's a place where you can get like jewelry, pearls, sunglasses. They sell a lot of stuff, clothes and stuff like that. But I just seen these pearls, and I know that pearls are really expensive now these days. But these pearls were actually they were pretty affordable. I mean, it was still a little intense on that price, but it was worth it. They're nice big little pearls. They're cute. I love them. So, with that being said, guys, I will see you guys later. I love you guys. Always thinking about you. This is Alleged TV with Chrissy Dreams, aka Alleged TV. You know who it is. Hit that bell notification so you can know each and every time I upload a new video. And you housekeepers out there, stay safe, man. Let me tell you something. And before I get off of here, I'm going to tell you some tips that you can use. I got to watch what I say on this YouTube because YouTube be tripping. YouTube be tripping. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell y'all about ways to protect yourself. So I really, really got to be careful what I say because I don't want to feel like I'm condoning. They said that it felt like I was condoning violence to tell somebody to go get a permit for a gun. I was telling them to go get it and hurt up. No, this is a disclaimer now. I'm not trying to say to go get a gun and go kill anybody or shoot anybody. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you have the right to bear arms is what I'm saying. That's all I can say. If you have the right to bear arms, but that never came out my mouth to say go get a gun and go shoot and hurt people. I've never said that on my channel, and I will tell you no, you do not do that. But as a housekeeper, this is what I want to say to you. If you are cleaning a room, please do not have the door closed. Now, I seen one girl before, and I actually did something with her. I actually went, she didn't even see me come in the room. I went in the room, closed the door real quiet, and I got in the closet. And she was just cleaning, la, 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 la. And then I came out and scared like that. I was like, see? I said, what if that was somebody, what if that wasn't me? I said, what if that was somebody else? I said, girl, keep that door closed, open all the time. She was like, oh, yeah, I know. I said, yeah, I know too. But always keep the door open. Keep the door open. Never keep your card, because I seen a lot of people do this before, and I was like, that's not good to do that neither. Never keep, because a lot of people pull the cart in front of the door, and then they go in and clean. No, that's not good, because somebody can actually roll, that cart, come in, roll the cart back, and then you be in there and then you try to get away in the cart. No, you always want to have a safe flight. That door should always be open so if anything does happen, you can run out. Now, the first thing that I usually do when I go into rooms is I do the beds, because that's going to be a time when you're going to have to be in a room. But you always want to always do the front of the bed first. Like when I'm putting the sheet over, do the front first and then do the back, so you can always be on the back end and you can see who's walking out. If somebody walk past, always go out. That's what you want to do. If somebody walk past, if you see somebody they don't walk past, you go outside and be like, hey, how may I help you? But she probably was inside. She was inside cleaning the room, so she probably didn't even know that he had already came in, even though I'm sure she had the door open. But he probably came in there so fast. She probably didn't even have a chance, y'all. That's why you gotta always be alert. Always be on your cues. Always be alert. I mean, like really alert. I'm alert like them little mice. You know how mice see you and they just run? That's how you gotta be in that room. If somebody walk past, or they keep walking past, like they just seem, it don't seem right. Go outside and like, may I help you? And you can even if I mean they had plenty of they had plenty of stuff that you can use if you are at where somebody's trying to attack you. You have the right to defend yourself. Everybody has a right to defend themselves. Don't be listening to these people that's telling you you don't have the right to defend yourself. Oh, my eyebrows was on point, y'all. Wow, they on point. I think I'm gonna use this one because I never used this one before, but I think this is gonna be my contour. I gotta get some more brushes. Y'all don't know how we women go through brushes. Like I bought a whole bunch of brushes, and I never thought that I would need another case of brushes to do. It's crazy, but we need a lot of brushes. But yeah, just be careful. If you have to listen, if you have to protect yourself, you just gonna have to protect yourself. Like this thing right here, they got a lot of these. They got a lot of these, and for the soap to put the soap on, they have a lot of these in the hotel rooms. This could be a weapon. You know what I'm saying? If somebody come up in there and start hitting you, and you take one of these and slash them across their face, you gotta do what you gotta do, but you can't just let nobody. I'm sure that Tina tried her best to put up a fight. I'm sure that she did, and he probably came in so fast because sometimes you don't even see it. They come in so fast and just start beating you up, and you like, what the hell is going on? They don't even give you time to do shit. I've been in incidents like that, like what the fuck, like what the hell. I asked this guy, he robbed me, yo, for real, like dude, actually. When I tell y'all, like I ain't never told my family this because I don't like my family worrying about me, but when I was in New Jersey, I had got robbed. Like seriously, I had got robbed. And I'm just thinking like, dude, I asked this dude, I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, what are you doing? I said, do you know the people that I know? I said, do you know the people? I said, are you crazy? Like, what are you freaking doing? But he was just trying to fight me up. So, you know what? I ain't even fight him no more. I tried to spray him in the eyes with my mace, but it was just so windy out there that I ain't wanted to come back in my eyes. That's why I try to tell people to get the gel mace. The gel mace is way better because it'll actually go. It won't fly all over the place like mace will fly back in your eye. You be like, oh, and then they done pounced on you again. So you know, just if you're in a predicament and you're a housekeeper where somebody is trying to hurt you, trying to kill you, you got to protect yourself. I don't care what nobody else is saying. I just don't care what nobody else is saying because you can't tell people that they can't protect themselves. What idiots is out here saying? Basically, that's what you're saying when you take down people's channel that's actually trying to help people. Protect themselves, giving them tips on how to protect themselves. Basically, you saying don't listen to this person because you don't have the right to protect yourself. Yes, you do. You have the right to bear arms. You have the right to free speech in the United States, and you have the right to stand your ground. And if I'm wrong, you crazy because I'm not wrong. You can look it up. It's all on the internet. You can look it up what you can do and what you can't do in the U.S. Just like you can go out and protest as long as you ain't doing violent crap. I can go out right now and protest in front of any place I want to as long as I'm doing it in a fashion manner and I'm not hurting nobody. So, yeah. They need to get it under control with that, with the housekeepers, and start protecting them. Because if you want us to work for you, you're going to have to start showing us that we're protected in your establishment. And right now, I don't feel protected in none of those housekeeping establishments. Because every housekeeping place I go to, every hotel I work at, there is no security but at night. And that's crazy. So, guys, I'm out of here. I'm about to go relax. I'm about to go do something. I think I'll listen to